Next thing I really wanted to talk to you about, and maybe not spend too much time on it because it's kind of old news, but there's no new news about it, and that is that Israel is preparing to attack Iran. I mean, there's no question about it, and it looks like it will happen by November of this year. And in addition to that, there's now greater information that Israel is preparing to also rebuild the third temple of Solomon, as the religious leaders there are talking about that this is the new messianic times.
Ah.
Yeah, and of course that is a precursor to the New World Religion, which is also being imposed just about the same time as the staged alien invasion and the staged second coming of Christ. So all these religious artifacts are being brought up again, and part of that is related to what happened in Bulgaria this week, where you may have read where the bones of St. John the Baptist were found on an island off the coast of Bulgaria in the Black Sea in a monastery.
Yes, I did read about that.
Yeah, they found like fragments of his bones in a box, and apparently a few years ago they found other fragments of his bones in Iran. So that poor guy's like split up, like all over the place. You know, it's like who did that to him? And why Bulgaria? You know, well, Bulgaria apparently has very close religious ties as descendancy to Saint John the Baptist. So that's why that was discovered. But it dovetails with last year's discovery of the bones of St. Paul, which were verified in Rome. And guess where they found his bones? In the tomb of St. Paul. Can you believe it? You know, they found his bones in his supposed tomb.
Yeah.
And they verified it. How they did, I don't know. If they got his dental records, I have no idea.
Yeah, I love all this. You know, they say, scientists say they have identified. Because they use the word scientists, we're supposed to automatically go, oh, yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, I mean, look, if you find 2,000-year-old bones, how the heck do you know who they belong to?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, do they absolutely have a descendant that they know is you know, for sure?
Yeah.
I mean, really, you know, or
but
does somebody have a
all
genetic bank we don't know about?
Yeah, you know, and again, I'll reiterate that they also last year re-verified the Shroud of Turin and put it back on display at the church in Turin. Because, as I mentioned last time, the British or the Israeli scientists verified that the pollen samples in the shroud came from ancient Israel 2,000 years ago. So you put all these pieces together, and you realize that they are building up to some kind of religious event or some kind of a staged event that will have these bones and shrouds and temples verify what they're doing.
Well, let's also add now that they have found some more Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
Actually, I started reading the article, on the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into it. I was like, are you kidding? It just, honestly, it was like I was trying to read a foreign language all of a sudden. I went, that's how bad it was. That's how bad the story was that they were trying to make up about these Dead Sea Scrolls.
And then they'll come up, you know, when they bring in the New World Religion, all of these artifacts that they're supposedly discovering or rediscovering will have a place in the veneration or worship of the deity of the New World Religion.
Yeah.